had just missed the last train. It was 1:30 a.m., and I had work the next morning. The only option left was to catch the night bus. Fucking great. It was a 45-minute wait. Then the bus pulled up. It was crowded, but I managed to find a seat. After a few stops, there were more seats, and a man in his late 30s sat next to me. I didn't take much notice of him and continued to look out the window. Moments later, I felt his big, cold hand brush up my leg. I assure you I was no chicken. I looked at him, dead in the eye, with my fists clenched. But then, he flicked his eyes down quickly. He had a hunting knife. "Not a word. It will be over sooner than you think," he said. Just 1 second, and he could easily slash open my abdomen. His hand moved further up my leg, and then proceeded to unzip my jeans. My eyes darted around the bus, hoping someone would notice and say something to throw him off. And then, from the corner of my eye, I saw someone looking from the row across from us. He was looking right at us. This man looked to be in his early 40s, wore a hoodie and dark blue shirt. He was smiling. And the moment I took a second glance, I saw his hand down his pants. I felt a cold presence enter my body. In that moment, I screamed. I thrashed back and forth in my seat, making everyone turn their heads toward me on the bus. I screamed so loud that the bus driver swerved off course and came to an abrupt halt. This caused the man with the knife to lose his balance. I proceeded to hit him and get out past him. 2 men from the back of the bus got up and proceeded to punch him and pin him against the seat. I hit the emergency button on the door and ran down the street. Not looking back. After a few minutes, I had to stop and catch my breath. I then called my mom and dad. It's very hard to think clearly when you're in a state of panic. And I looked around to identify what street I was in. Walking along the footpath, I saw him. The hooded man with the blue shirt, who was sitting across from me on the bus before. I hid behind some bushes and watched, still on the phone with my parents. Was he looking for me? Another 3 men stepped into the light, and these other 3... It became apparent to me that they were with him, and 2 were on the bus, just a few rows in front of me. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but after a few moments, they left. Ever since that night, my parents picked me up. I changed my job, and I don't ever catch the public transport now.